Before I begin today's episode review, I just have to point out right now, my voice is absolutely gone. I sound like a mess. It's one of the reasons why I didn't do my normal intro that I do for these reviews, because it just sounded so terrible every single time I recorded it. I apologize. I've been sick the last few days. It's bad. Anyway, let's move on with the review. Today we're talking about episode 36, Stripping the Varnish. I'm not even gonna lie, this is probably my least favorite episode this season. I know that sounds crazy. It's not a terrible episode. I just didn't really find much in this episode too interesting. Great for Mineta fans. There were some big moments for Mineta, but everything else I just really did not care about. The episode starts with Ochako and Naval Laser taking on 13. I thought that was kind of interesting, but it's so quick and it just goes by so fast that there really isn't anything notable there except the kind of cute blushy moments of Ochako when Naval Laser mentions, like, hey, do you have a crush on Deku? And I like that. This is something they played along with throughout the season, throughout the series, really. And it's funny and it's cute, and I like that it's fueling the fan base. The shippers out there are getting excited, but I just hope it's more than that. I hope eventually that this gets addressed as a story point. Now, I don't think they necessarily have to get together and be girlfriend and boyfriend or anything like that. I think that would actually be kind of silly for this type of series, but addressing it and kind of making it a story point, how she respects Deku and how, I don't know, there's a good friendship there. I want them to build on that. I think that would be really interesting and really sweet. I think that really would. Other characters that fought, I can't even remember their names, to be honest. I remember it was Ashido and Kaminari taking on the principal, and the principal was actually really, really funny, how he was like maniacally laughing, and his power is basically, he's like really smart and can like calculate things and cause like chain reactions. I thought that was an interesting quirk. I still don't know why he's a weird bear otter looking thing. I think he's an otter. I don't know. I don't think that's been addressed yet. He kind of looks like an otter, but he was really funny with his maniacal laughing. I really like his VO there. The voice actor there is really good. But that fight just went by so quick. It was just like a little comedy bit, and that's fine. Basically, that's what this episode is. It's just like a glorified montage. It's slowed down at certain points, and there's some funny moments here and there. Yeah, they get absolutely destroyed. That principal guy, he's crazy. He's absolutely crazy. I don't know how he would handle himself in a fight. Like, that's really interesting there. I don't know if he would be able to hold his own against, say, like Stain or something like that. Like, it'd have to be like certain situations and certain scenarios and places for him to truly like utilize his ability. But if he is smart, then he's probably good at coming up with like plans and stuff. So maybe he's like kind of like a leader of a group or something like that, or like leading an army or something like that, which I would actually like to see, that an otter leading an army. That'd be pretty cool. The next fight was the Invisible Girl and the weird arm dude. Yeah, we're getting low tier with this week's episode. I don't even remember their names, which is sad. I'm sorry, but this was actually kind of cool. This was actually one of my favorite like skip around fights. It was cool. I liked how the Invisible Girl went around and handcuffed him. Good animation there. I really like the revolver guy, McCree. McCree is really cool. I'm just gonna call him that because he's McCree. Yeah, there's some good animation there. It was a good little moment for the episode. And then we see Koda, I believe is his name, the big dude that can like control animals, and Earphone Jack Girl. Koda, I do not care about. I really don't. I just could not care less about Koda. I don't even care about Earphone Jack Girl. I like Present Mike. Present Mike is awesome. I love his voice actor there. The soundtrack in this part too was really, really exciting. And I like how they eventually defeated him, but it was just so silly, and that's something that the series likes to do, and that's cool. But again, like, I just don't care about these characters, and having these comedy bits I can appreciate and laugh at, but in the end, it's just gonna fall flat because it doesn't matter, because these characters don't matter at all. And I think that's one problem that the series kind of suffers from, is because there's just so many characters, and all of them are very interesting, but it's so hard to have. I mean, even like Bakugo, we're just now getting an origin and backstory on Bakugo next week's episode. So, like, when are we gonna get to Koda? Like, when are we gonna get to Earphone Jack Girl or Invisible Girl? Like, it's just, we're never going to get those moments for those characters, and we're never going to really feel for them, because we don't know their story, and it's going to be impossible for them to tell that story because there's just so many characters, and that's fine, and these types of episodes do need to exist, but I'm not supposed to love them, I guess. I don't know. Then we get to the meat of this episode. I didn't hate this episode because of this. If the episode went on like that, then I'd be like, blech, this episode was actually bad. But no, we have Mineta here taking on Miss Midnight pretty much by himself, because Tape Elbow Dude gets taken out easily. I mean, he saves Mineta, so I guess he does. I guess he did kind of take one for the team there. But Mineta with that Grape Rush action. That was really, really cool. The animation was nice there. His dub was really cool. You kind of start feeling for Mineta. Now, Mineta is a character that I started really liking early on towards the end of the first season, when he was like, he kind of had that moment where Suyu was like, do you even want to be a hero? Like, I like that moment that they had there. That was really, really cool, and him flashing back on that and realizing, like, that was life and death. If I could handle that, I can handle this. And I like his respect for Deku as well, Midoriya, and how he mentions that. And that's something that actually came across quite nicely in this week's episode, is how everyone feels towards Midoriya. Like, he might not be the strongest of the heroes at their school, but he is just the most respected, and that's really, really cool. And I don't even think Deku realizes that, how much other people, like, they don't up front tell him that. They're just always thinking that. It's always in the back of their head, like, what would Midoriya do here? I feel like Ida feels that way, Todoroki, of course Ochako, and even Mineta now all have this kind of mutual respect for Deku, which is really, really cool. I like that. But yeah, Mineta kicking ass in this episode, taking on Miss Midnight, took her out, which I did not expect. Out of every fight, I did not think that Mineta was going to be able to beat Miss Midnight here. But again, all in all, this episode just, I don't know, it wasn't fantastic. It really wasn't. It was just, there was some good comedy bits here and there. It was a very just comedy-driven type of episode, and again, that's okay. There are 2 more episodes left. I guess I'm kind of just wanting, like, an exciting big episode, you know? That Stain arc really just spoiled me, as well as, of course, the tournament arc as well. So there's that at play right now, and I'm kind of just struggling, like, I want to see something big and exciting happen, but, you know, we're just getting these little, like, scrub fights here and there, and it's okay, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? I will deal with it. I'm gonna give this episode a 7. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7 because of that Mineta moment. That Grape Rush was awesome. I absolutely loved it. Really, really funny there. There were some hilarious moments when he was crying blood. I was like, what? That was just so stupid, but it was so funny. Again, yeah, a 7 out of 10 I think is fair. Comment down below, give me your thoughts on this week's episode of My Hero Academia. Who is your favorite, like, non-main character? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. I can't believe there's only 2 more episodes left. Is it 2 or it's either 2 or 3? I think it's 2, which is crazy. Man, this series is going by kind of fast now. I don't really know what to expect next week. It's going to be very exciting. That's going to be a good one because we are getting Origin on Bakugo, what I've been waiting for since the beginning of this season. I want to know his story. Like, we don't know who he is, and he's, like, pushed as one of the main characters too, so definitely looking forward to next week's episode. Before I end this video, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm, like, stressed out so much. I just recently fixed up my internet so I can actually, like, you know, make videos and stuff and upload them, which is cool. But literally while I was recording that, like, this thing, my main monitor to my laptop just broke on me. Like, the screen is just, like, all blurry, and there's, like, huge, like, squares and triangles and, like, scratchiness just covering the screen. It's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. So that might be one of the reasons why, like, I don't feel fully into this review. I didn't want to push it later on. I wanted to record it now because, you know, I just finished the episode and I want to just get my thoughts out there. But I'm really stressed right now. Like, it's like $90 I think for that monitor. But still, like, damn, it was a decent display, and it just broke so easily, and I don't know, that's one of the reasons why I'm not in it. I'm sorry that this review doesn't seem too, like, I'm not too pumped for this. It was a pretty good episode. I did enjoy the episode. It was funny. I'm feeling so much under the weather. My monitor just broke. And, you know, it's been a stressful day. It's been a stressful morning. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Comment down below and let me know. And yeah, as always, until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.